Did you grow up in the late 80s playing platformers on the Nintendo Entertainment System? Did you play games like Ninja Gaiden and Metroid? While The Messenger heavily takes inspiration from the former, it has Metroidvania-like elements sprinkled in, without the steep difficulty curve most older NES games had. If none of this holds true with you, don't worry, I will break it down for you very simply. The Messenger is a tale about humanity and its struggle to survive in a world ravaged by monsters. There is a story passed down from centuries past about a demon king holding the world captive in order to eradicate humanity from existence. They tell of a Western hero who came and provides the key to the one worthy of destroying the Demon King and prolonging the human's existence. The Demon King vows to return, and sure enough, the game starts with this event taking place. The whole village is destroyed, and you are the sole surviving ninja. A hero who appears from the west arrives and gives you a scroll, tells you to hurry up and take it to the top of a mountain. Humanity's very existence lies heavily on your shoulders, as you are now the chosen messenger. The game pushes you along, giving you small morsels of story along the way. You meet interesting characters with very smartly written dialogue. You save your game via many different checkpoints, some of which are doors to the mysterious shop. It is at these doors where you can gain abilities, buy upgrades, and find humorous dialogue options with the shopkeeper. I loved seeing these doors pop up, as I was always anticipating what funny dialogue options I would come across. At the end of most level areas, there is a boss waiting to face you. These battles can be intense and force you to use all your abilities in order to overcome the challenge these fights present. Once you figure out the boss's patterns, it becomes more a fight with yourself in having patience and not rushing in hoping to get an extra few hits. Despite the level of difficulty to some of these fights, you get a great sense of accomplishment when you finally down the boss and are able to move on to new areas with new mechanics and beautiful, varied backgrounds. Speaking of backgrounds, the art design is really great. Despite this being an 8-bit art style, each new area has a new color palette and theme that is gorgeous, especially when you get an ability that allows you to change to 16-bit graphics. Each area completely transforms with a fresh coat of paint and blows me away every time I see it. The visuals aren't the only thing that changes. The music gets an update as well, with a fuller sound reminiscent of the 16-bit era of the SNES and Sega Genesis. A lot of care and attention to detail is provided with the music in this game, to the point that when you go underwater, the sound gets muffled as if you were really underwater. Take a listen. It's details like this that really show the developers really care about this era of gaming and pay a great homage to that point in time through the controls, music, and visual flair. Fighting monsters felt satisfying as the controls felt tight and responsive. As you gain new abilities, you are able to chain attacks and jumps to sometimes never touch the ground as you fight and maneuver around a level. You feel very powerful while still have enough challenge to strike a nice balance. Overall, coming back to the game after a few days off, I was able to pick up from where I left off without any relearning the buttons or controls, as everything felt intuitive. There are lots of hidden secrets and items to collect that are completely optional to the story. As I was approaching the end of the game, I wanted to get every item and discover every secret as I could, as I didn't want this game to end. I was rewarded for this and didn't feel I wasted my time or felt that this reward was necessary either. If you find you are having a blast, I highly recommend you collect everything for a neat little thing to change up gameplay. To sum up, I had a blast playing this game to completion, and I am very excited that the developers are adding DLC to this game. A new story and area is just the reason I need to get back into this amazing world. to perhaps uncover new secrets and experience comical interactions that only this world can provide. Here's hoping a sequel is being worked on by these amazing developers with some new abilities and new hook to keep it fresh. If you liked my review, smash the like button and leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe if you would like to support us and get more similar content. And as always, friends, stay nerdy.